What's up, Doc? What's up, Doc?
Hey, hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and apparently we had some internet issues on my end in trying to get this thing started. All of a sudden, rather than sending out at the over 8,000 kilobytes per second, we were down to 3,000 and just jumping all over the way, and had to reboot my router. That seems to have finally settled things down. Hopefully it maintains locally and we don't have any further issues, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. It's been one hell of a day. Yeah, I had a trip today into the big city and rode my bike to the train station and got a big old flat tire on the way, so it's been one of those days where everything that can go wrong is going wrong. So I'm gonna give myself a couple more seconds here to just take a deep breath, and we will go live in just a minute or two. So thank you for your announcement, Nightmare, but I had to make sure everything, and so far all my numbers are maintaining and holding, and I'm feeling more confident now. Yeah, I know it's top of the hour, but I gotta see things go a minute or two more just to make sure I'm not seeing jumpy numbers anymore on my end. Because all the problems that happened appeared to be on my end, and things seem to be stabilizing. So, I'm hoping. I'm hoping. And it looks like we're okay, so I imagine we can attempt to go live now. And considering what happened, I guess 3 minutes late isn't half bad to get this thing started. I mean, I had to just reboot everything. I'm glad y'all found me. I had to resubmit the name for I had to resubmit the live stream. I just had to do a lot of stuff to get this going again. But anyway, here we are.
What's up, Doc?
Now I just need to take a big breath before we get into the mission. So I've calmed myself, and Gleaser has not helped me calm himself.
Spokojnie, wszystko będzie w porządku.
I am not being helped and being calmed right now by Gleaser's vibe after everything I've gone through today to try and get here. Holy moly. Anything that can go wrong. Well, the train didn't crash, so not everything could go. Everything that could go wrong did not go wrong. But let's see. And my checkup was good as far as the doctor was concerned. So all that stuff's good. Numbers came out good. So that was my big trip today. So there we go. Well, thank you, Gleaser. That helps make up for your vibes right now. You're just going to be known as the Master Viber. You know, before the vibes meant anything, you always got low vibes. Do you realize that? Now that we want low vibes, you can't get a low vibe. You can't buy a low vibe. Anyway, we got a mission ahead of us. So yeah,
Hello!
flat tire on the way to the train station on my bike. The first time I said, I got a bike now, I don't need to take the bus to the train station, I can ride my bike to the train station. Big old flat tire. Made it with 5 minutes to spare, having to walk the bike the last bit because it was just unrideable. That's how flat it was. So here I am. I made it back. And unfortunately, it was fixed for me. So my wonderful other half got it fixed for me while I was in the city, and I was able to ride home. So, and I was told how it was destroyed, and with instructions not to ride my bike like a maniac anymore. So, anyway, I was just trying to get to the train in time. Anyway, here we are. We got the Pure ahead of us. I'll try not to play like a maniac like I did my bike today, because after that, everything's been pretty cool. All right, let's deploy, and we'll take a look at this. It is a daytime mission. We need the rewards. Hopefully, I don't have to spend that many to get rid of the Pure. Sometimes, resource-wise, they can be a little expensive to deal with, but let's hope. And I don't know if Anu is the best haven to go against the Pure, to be quite honest. So we'll see if they can offer anything to help us out, or at least act as decoys for us. Yeah, we'll see how true. When we're going against the Pure late game, I'm going, I don't know that they're that low of a threat level unless there's only 2 of them on the map. but we will see. We will see. Oh my goodness. All right, let's start at the top. Ramex, you're on this one. Ramex, probably the purification grenades don't help so much with them. So we'll switch it out to a regular grenade if we get a chance to use it. You don't have ready for action anyway, so you wouldn't be my primary grenade thrower anyway. You got backup AR weaponry. Okay, the only way you'll be able to really help us with the shotgun is if we strip some armor. Oh, we got a regular helmet for him now. How about that? Here, I tried to put it right on him. Zigzag, you think you'd know by now. That's not how you put a helmet on in this game. Now, did I just... Oh, no, of course I didn't just lose the helmet. It's because it's not an assault category, so therefore that's why I couldn't see it. Okay. Here we go. Now we're back to where I needed to be. So you're looking ready to go here, Aramex. What I made? No, I can't even afford to give you a little extra speed. We're just going to deal with it the way it is. We're okay here. I'm probably going to throw on med kit. Yeah, panic ahead of schedule. Yeah, we'll see. Actually, we can see if it's an upgrade to what he has. So let's just take a look. Compared to this armor, we're looking at 18 armor, no stealth, no accuracy. So what kind of armor does this give? 20 armor, extra speed, and you know, we don't have any accuracy, but neither does this. So that's actually an upgrade. Yeah, well, we won't do the infiltration armor. We know that's not an upgrade. This actually is an upgrade. And this Berserker leg armor, I'd say there's a good chance that's an upgrade too. 18 armor, 1 speed. 10 armor. Oh, we lose it on the armor. So do I want the extra speed and less armor? Sniper leg armor. Assault leg armor is 18. Yeah, I think I keep the extra armor. We'll have to eat it on the speed because this one loses accuracy. And I don't want to pay. I don't care about stealth. I don't want to lose accuracy. So I think we'll have a nice hodgepodge of armor here for Ramex for today. This has more armor, so that's what I'm saying. I don't want to change to less armor. I don't think that's the move in this instance. Now, what I do think we could use is that. I do believe that's a good alternative for us, especially since they were bringing the purification grenades and a flamethrower last time we saw them. So yeah, let's beef up Aramex. So there we got the junker. We've got stuff in there. We are fully loaded. Kurt Wagner got plenty of ammo for them, and hopefully we get a chance to use a nice brace shot against one of them. Once again, we probably don't need the purification grenade. We got grenades here. Ooh, you know, we don't have a rocket launcher on you. And let's just see what's available. Yeah, guess who's got to build some stuff here. We're a little shy on rocket launching stuff. You're gonna get this one
What's
and
up,
that.
Doc?
Probably okay with that. I'd almost rather go bombard shred stuff, although this will shred too if I happen to get brace shot, but we got backup ammo now, so this is about the best balanced kind of get up I can think of for you, and we're churning through
What's up,
supplies
Doc?
already. Hey Carlos, say Captain Timoza. Yeah, how can I get him to waste money that we're trying to collect? I'm already spending half our money just doing what I just did. I guess we'll go, even though you don't get to your grenades very well. I'm kind of thinking I'll give you another handheld. Well, nah, you're just not going to be throwing those. If I do anything, you're launching grenades, and you got plenty of those. I don't need to wear you down. So actually, what might be better, at least the way we've been playing, I've been playing lately, maybe I put this in the ready slot, the med kit. So there we go. And yeah, I could, because he can carry it. Maybe that's a better play, since he needs an extra weapon and can carry it. I don't know if our other heavy will be able to do that. Natalie, you have better armor. Don't burn, please. Please don't burn. I think that was Sectoid's problem last time we faced the Pure. We got a little absence of ammo for the good old shotgun. So that's not exactly amazing. You're not pistol proficient. So that's not helpful. Let's get rid of, there we go. Is that the best weapon we can get you? It looks like it is at the moment. I'm going to replace that with a regular grenade. Excuse me. And I'm going to give you Snap Brace. You won't be able to really carry, but since I don't have ammo for this right now, we'll go like this. Probably need extra ammo like that. And just because you're a fragile flower, like Commander, we shall keep the med kit equipped since you don't have ready for anything. Thank you. What a day, what a day, what a day. Let's move on. Okay. Interesting. We do have a sniper. You're pretty low level. We do have armor break. You do have some good pistol perks. Backup ammo there, backup ammo there, backup ammo there. And you do not have Snap Brace. Why are we, why the heck am I carrying a armor for you if I don't have Snap Brace? Yeah, he's the fully mutated one that, of course, wasn't one of the viewer characters that we got our first Project Osiris soldier from. It was the newest unnamed one that we picked up from Project Osiris, so he doesn't even have a high this soldier doesn't even have a high level. I think what I gotta do though is we're gonna try Snap Brace if I can afford it. I can't afford it. Okay, so we're not gonna do Snap Brace, but we'll just give it to you in case we have an opportunity. Yeah, the legs on this one give us some accuracy, so that's a good thing. But we lose it with the torso, and we lose it there. So overall, plus 12. So now we're only plus 4. So we lose 2% accuracy overall with the mutations. So don't look for the most amazing sniper shots. Well, after I shoot, I'd put down a thing. How much armor? 34. I mean, we have good armor, but once the armor's gone... That could be a possibility too. Just the problem is this, well, you know, this does more damage, but it definitely is more accurate, right? So that may be the way to go. And as far as pistols go, we should probably do the same thing. And do that. And then, given the fact that I probably will be unlikely to use the shield, maybe somebody else will need it. And we'll do this. Well, yeah. Well, we're probably going to be more of a sniper distance-wise, but you could afford with that armor to be at least until it gets shredded. We're doing this. No, because what are we gonna? What do we get? We don't even need to capture. This is not a capture situation. So let's maybe we give you the acid handgun just to potentially help get through their armor. Yeah, I know, and we don't need to capture the pure anyway. So, yeah, I finally caught up with everybody else's thinking. I'm a little slow today. It's been a long day for me. And I think that's about as good as we're going to get. But since you can afford to carry other stuff, we should probably get you a med kit. And the way we've been playing, or two. And then Carlos, it's a trap. Isn't it good, Carlos, to know you're going out with this commander? I like your weapon, though, for this map. We don't need that. We don't need that. We do need that. And ooh, we're going to give you another one of those. Okay, you have protection against bombs, but we do not have protection if one of them has a flamethrower again. Let's hope that's not the case. Technician legs. 25 armor, though, and that's better than what you would get any other way. The assault body armor. Is there any other body armor that... No, 16 versus... I don't think I have any other body armor that gets us better than 18 right now. Well, believe it or not, the sniper body armor gets you that much, and it's going to help your aim. So there's a hybrid mix for you. Now, accuracy's okay. Yeah, speed's a little slower. So we're that's just something we got to fight. Although you pick the speed up, probably offsets that. And just because, I'm going to build another one of those too. There we go. And Commander, I don't think you're on this one. Yeah, Carlos, it's a trap was the last one. So I think we are ready. Who's a she? Who didn't have the proficiency? Who has an unproficient weapon? It's not usually. Usually it'll tell me because those are pistols. Yeah, I think I corrected any weapon issues that she might have had because she can handle. Oh, I could use one without proficiency. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Yeah, sniper with a shotgun. Odds are I won't be having the sniper get as close. So Carlos, you're okay. Mighty, you're okay. I wish Mighty's last name was Mouse. Maybe that means mouse in some other language. I don't know. Mighty Mouse. Just cartoon I grew up with. And Natalie, you're about it. Kurt Wagner. Anything else we need to buff you with? Well, nothing we can afford to buff you with. So... Junker. And there we go. I think this is going to be it. Might as well just... Might as well just what? I don't know. Spelled mouse like the tank. Yeah, there you go. Maybe we just do that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 med kits for a team of 5. I hope that's enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I can't think of anything else unless anybody sees anything glaring. I am going in. So here we go. Boomity boom. I didn't even look if it is in fact the fancy upscale map of Anu. I assumed on the thumbnail that it would be, that we're not fighting in the slums, but watch us be in the slums. Yeah, well, when you kill, when you get technicians killed, it's hard to replace them. They're expensive to replace, is what it turns out to be, Captain Timoza. We got the Voidborn Singularities. You are facing an array of the pure, called the Voidborn Singularities. Their leader is a relay using the tactic fire discipline. Allies within 20 tiles have return fire. Okay, so they have a technician here. We'll look at anybody that we see. And if y'all can hang on for a second. Oh. Fang seems to be opening the door himself, but... Oh, yeah, in fact, he just did. Okay, such a capable kitty. Nice when they're self-sufficient at times. Okay. Okay, so we only see the one, or so it would appear. So we're going to see, I don't even know if we'll have the ability, and of course it is the slums. Here I said, you know, we're going to be in a fancy digs. No, it's the slums. Now the extra mist also works against the pure a little bit, I do believe. I'm trying to think. There's one of my snipers, and you don't see anything. In fact, I don't think, it doesn't feel like I'm going to be able to get line of sight because it's behind full cover there. So how do I want to work this? If I was going to put somebody into my junker to help get us extra shots, I guess the one to use at least initially is, she's one of my lowest tier soldiers with not necessarily the best weapon in the world. It's serviceable, but I think for the moment I want to launch grenades to tear down that armor over on this guy. Yeah, it must be nice having a lot of...
What's up, Doc?
Must be nice to have a lot of resources to be able to afford that. Solvius, how you doing? Good to see you. I dropped in. He was streaming earlier some Terror from the Void when I was on the train coming home and waiting for the train to coming home. So I just want to thank you for dropping in. It was fun having a little Terror from the Void to watch, try to get my frame of reference going, except he was going up against the Scylla, not the Pure. And he did all right.
Catch me if you can.
He did all right. So let's get in the vehicle. And I may just stand here, depending on the accuracy of our... Yeah, I could tell all the mist is kind of... It says my FPS is just fine, but it feels a little jerky to me. I don't know if that's coming across to you guys. But sometimes all the mist will do that to this game a little bit. Why don't we... Maybe in the process, we'll knock out some of the cover that he has. It keeps us from getting line of sight, too. So I think that was fun. It was tough. You did really well. Because you had both, and you had a lot of things going against you. The worm, the Chiron, the Acheron, and the big guy, the Scylla. It was a tough one, but you had my favorite friend, the spider drone. Yeah, just another day at the office. Yeah, let's do it. See, look at now. On my thing, it's not showing an extreme drop in FPS, but we're definitely. I'm experiencing it right now. OBS is saying I do not have an extreme drop in FPS, but I'll tell you, yes, we do. It's a little herky-jerky. Let's do this again. We've removed some of its cover, so let's try this. Maybe we get lucky and remove some more so we can follow up on this thing after we lob a couple grenades. And a little more cover has fallen. I'm just going to play this because we do not know where others are right at the moment. The one nice thing about the Pure is you tend not to see quite as many of them. That's the stubborn one that I wish we could destroy, but it looks like we will not be destroying it. And unfortunately, I have no little slum buildings over here that I can get a sniper up to be able to see them. So we're just gonna have to live with it. Let's just see what his armor looks like right now. We still got a ways to go. We still got a long ways to go. So, immune to goo, mind control immunity, not that we have that. Electric reinforcement is something he could do. He says he can, well, yeah, they do throw turrets, so he can throw a turret. He has 2 of them, but at least they're not the high-tech ones. And his weapon is not high-tech. So that works in our favor. I hope that doesn't mean anybody else of the Pure variety has the high-level stuff. One more grenade. I do have backup ammo where I can reload the grenade, so we'll give it a go. All right. It's going to be tough for people to get a line of sight over there. Well, I have more grenades.
Ready to go to work.
Aramex. Can any of us? Yes, actually, Aramex. Probably not. Yeah, it's not going to be a great angle. Kind of thinking. I'm kind of thinking we need to get aggressive to get this guy flanked. We have a shield in case we see something else over here. Yeah, it's a lot of frame drops. It's weird. OBS is telling me, yeah, FPS is hovering around 55 to 60. So I am getting a drop, but it's telling me it's only 55. And then as far as the stream is concerned, we're doing okay. It's just weird. There's a slight rendering lag. So there's a couple yeah, it's hard to, it's coming from a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. And I blame the mist. Yeah, we'll get through it. It's got to improve. But, you know, we have more mist, Void Omen, and tis what it is. So, Ramex, you do have... Well, let's just come here and at least look at the shot.
Let's do this.
You do have Snap Brace. Let's just see what this shot looks like. Yeah, it's not at all something we want to do. So I think we just go all in over to here. We'll just go a little bit at a time in case we see another one. But now we're going all the way, so we can get around the cover next turn. We'll put down Snap Brace after everybody finishes moving, so we know better which direction to put it in. Yeah, it is because of the mist. It gets a little herky-jerky sometimes, especially when you got the more mist kind of a thing. It'll sometimes happen. In fact, Carlos, I'm trying to avoid moving you guys into the mist is what I'm trying to avoid. What I may do with you, Carlos, is bring you here and just shoot a grenade. Strip him down some more, since he's the only guy we're seeing right now. Ooh, looks like I got you in the mist. You know, when I first looked, it looked like it would be okay. And then when I moved you there, I'm like, darn it, it's in the mist. But you have 15 will, so hopefully that'll hold up for us. Yeah, it was a missed take, yeah. All right, now we're taking out some body parts. And that I like. So he no longer has the whatever head. Immune to mind control, supposedly. And he doesn't have anything that fixes him. So let's hope. And we'll come back and put up shields. Now, let's see. I think this is just like indestructible cover, and he's just lucky he's behind it, because we don't get to do anything against him. I guess I'm just coming here with my sniper to overwatch. Just to get him move forward, have less stuff in his way. And then I'm left with more grenades. And we might as well just do that. In fact, let's boom blast, just because I'd rather use grenades rather than the missiles right now. And it's early, so we have the will. Yeah, but I'm running out of ways to kill him. I just have he's in cover. I can't shoot him because he's in cover. I would love to shoot him, but he's in cover. So we're gonna try to take him out. Weaken him as best we can with our tools we have. And maybe one more grenade will be enough. If it doesn't scatter too far. There's hope. And And we did it. Okay, now we gotta go finding some more. We will get help a little bit. I'm gonna overwatch you. It says it's daytime, but still, that's all that you can see. So let's just widen it up and guess where they might come from. No, we're not gonna end our turn yet because, just to be safe,
I'm here.
we're gonna randomly pick a direction they might come from. I got cover on that side, so in case they come from back over here, let's do that. Kind of the same thought process a little bit with you. We'll do it over in this direction. And now, that's about all I can do. Yeah, well, he's the pure. Grenadiering. What else was I gonna do? I couldn't get a shot. I was trying to reposition so like next turn if we didn't kill him, we could get some shots. But, you know, at least he doesn't get to put down a turret. Disciples of Anu turn took 2 seconds. Did you notice that? So they didn't do much. Are the Pure going to help us find one of their locations by going after, you know, the machinery? The game's going to take a while to figure out what's going on. Okay, they went for Anu. We know where an Anu guy is. And I think they shot a rocket over there is what that sounded like, doesn't it? So there's a tough guy in the back corner. They're going after Anu pretty good. A lot of herky-jerky still. So that part's not exciting, but they seem to be more over in this direction. So we got a sniper. Something there. I believe that's Anu. And that looked like, that sounded like pure and pure. So we're potentially looking at least, best guess, 1, 2, 4 more pure. Based on sound pings. That seems to be what we're working with. Best I can tell. Let's find out the range, and I have 4 more grenades. What is my grenade range right now? It is insufficient. So I would say, can we drive forward with the junker? Well, we got one way we can drive. This way. So let's do it. See if we spot anything else. Yeah, even they got to kill with rockets. They got to kill with rockets. We got to kill with whatever we have. Rockets, grenades. It's one of those kind of missions. And the vehicle's moving really slow. Okay, that was halfway smooth. Okay, so now we see this guy. He is a pure as suspected. That's been confirmed. How close are we for grenades now? Still not in range. Let's look a little closer at the ones we know. He's a level 6. He's one of the tougher ones. It's probably this guy in the corner because of the rocket that he shot that is the leader, I'm guessing. Sometimes it can help. If we're going in and out, once it gets unbearably consistently bad, now I'm dropping frames. Now I'm going back to what we dealt with at the very beginning, why I had to restart. My internet is jumping all over the place. So that's not even the game right now. That's the internet, and we may lose connection, my friends. It's just not, it's not playing nice today. The internet on my end, for whatever reason, is not playing consistent right now. Now it seems to have settled down. And it's staying consistent. Okay, sorry about this, my friends. Doesn't happen all the time, but it sure the heck is happening right about now. Yeah, as long as my streaming frames are okay, I'm okay going forward with the occasional glitches on frame rate from the extra mist. If it gets unbearable for you guys, you're gonna have to let me know. So do please let me know. Yeah, lowering the resolution can help, but it's not the game FPS that caused that latest round of slowdowns. That was my internet, and I don't know why it's so funky on my end right now. It usually is not. I usually have quite reliable and fast internet where I am. I've been impressed with my internet in general. I wasn't expecting this when I moved here, but okay. So hopefully things have smoothed down just a little bit and we can get a little more normal stuff. So we'll find out. I'm gonna maximize my movement forward. I still don't think that's gonna get me in range of the sniper. We'll check. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is come up behind the building here, and I'll be able to launch maybe a single grenade, and that's gonna be it. So let's see if that works. It should be able to arc over the building. And it made it seem like I saw something else. Oh, you know, I may have found... Okay, there. We found Disciples of Anu over here. It would be nice to control them at some point, but... not the end of the world. So let's move here. And see if I'm in range of the sniper. We're going to give him a go. Although... before I do that, he's lower level, right? Does he have the well, he has scary weapons and a rocket. So yeah, I would like to kind of get rid of him. What does this guy have again? Yeah, we don't like purification grenade, and it's a hurtful assault rifle. But I'm still going to go against the guy with the rockets. At least first. And I think we just we hit something that was not the pure. We hit something that is not the pure. So, I'm gonna move my max in this direction. And just go there. Probably gonna have to jump you to get you forward. I'd like to not get you in line to get shot. So maybe behind this area here. Still may set us up. What the heck? I can't jump down over that? You gotta be kidding me. Game? You gotta be kidding me. It's gonna make me go all the way around. Okay.
What's up, Doc?
Vanner, good to see you. Hey, glad you could make it. we've had some early technical difficulties, but hopefully things are settling down a little bit now. I'm gonna bring, I think that's in the mist, so we're just gonna have to take some mist hits to move around on this map if I want to get anywhere useful. So we're gonna bring you here. Unfortunately, that's two people that could invite a rocket. However, so maybe we bring you here for starters. I don't know that I can get an Overwatch shot if I'm going to be in the mist no matter what. Yeah, he's out of your range. I'm just going to keep moving you. Overwatch, given the fact that we know where they are, seems like a waste. Now we got some guys
Ready
here.
to go to work.
Let's pick up our shield. Ramex. We gotta start working in there at some point. Gotta be careful of this guy's weapon, very hurtful. And this guy's got the jumpy boots too, I think. I'm kind of thinking of running you back along the back here. Loki made it here. Yeah, we've been having technical issues on and off. First of all, because it's the extra mist, we're getting frame rate drops. And then my internet at the very start was just trash, literal trash, which usually isn't the case. I've been impressed with the local internet over time, but it was faster than my internet in the US, I'll tell you that much. But today it was acting up, and I still don't know exactly what the problem is, because it briefly acted up for about a minute in the middle there. And now it's back to its consistent self, so we'll see. We're trying to pull our way through this. Let's see. You do this. You do not have a shot if you come there on the sniper. You got to be coming out this far to have a shot. So let's just come here, set down a shield. You're done there. You're done there. And Carlos, it's a trap. How far can we get you forward? I think we just get you up as far as we can also, till we can get some useful stuff from you. We'll set your shield there. And it looks like everybody that can move has moved, kind of a thing. We do know we have an Anu soldier here that might be able to help us at some point. It looks like this guy's bleeding and will end up dying. Let's hope maybe this guy wastes another rocket on him as opposed to us. And we'll go from there. Yeah, I mean, that's true too. Higher usage than normal. That does happen, which is why I try to shy away, because I know the internet use patterns around here. That's why I try not to stream on Sundays. I have a few times for a while though. It's improved, but yeah, that's also another. So many people using the internet on a day off Sunday kind of thing. I never quite see it on a Saturday. Like they chose to do other things, but. Okay. Yeah, that's our turn. Let's see what happens. What have they got up their sleeves? Well, we saw Anu move. He's gonna try and die. He has a death wish going right up next to him. Ooh, we're getting some shots. We got some shots and some hits before. Oh, and he missed with his rocket thingy. I think he destroyed the thingy. Uh-oh, here comes a rocket at us. And I guess if he's gonna shoot it at anybody, No! Oh, he went for the vehicle. Okay. There goes the device. Okay. Now this guy, I don't think, has any more. So we're out of rockets here. We still can't see. I'm hopeful he's out of his rockets, and I'm hopeful he just used up his rockets. So I'm hopeful we don't have rockets, but we got to remember this guy at least has purification grenades, so we got to be aware of that. So I think my first target is the sniper, maybe? I think I'm still going to try focusing on the sniper. You don't have grenades. Carlos does. Except I'll only at best be able to shoot off another grenade. Let's pick up our shield. I also have our vehicle. So maybe rather than move over here to help Anu at the moment, it's nice that he shot the rocket at us instead of killing the Anu guy. The guy's standing right next to him now, so he'll get 2 swings on him. So maybe that's going to help us. We're just going to really focus on this guy. Finally, we did some damage. Finally, we did some more damage. His head is out. It's down to 7 will.
Arms online.
You're down to 10. I think I'm gonna boom blast again. But I might.
Yes.
We can, well, yeah, but he's near the edge of the map. I always have bad luck and send my rockets and grenades off the edge of the map. So let's focus here where they shouldn't go off the map. That's good. That's really good. So the question is, oh, he has a pistol. So he technically can still use the pistol. Now I don't think he can do anything. Because he doesn't have the ability to repair himself. He's done. Mission accomplished there. So I'm likely thinking, I don't know that we can reach this guy. I don't know if any of them have a repair kit. No repair kits that I see. And then I don't. There's no repair issues here either, as far as him being able to. So fine. Let's. Yeah, I really don't want to move you into the mist and use up all our stuff. Gosh darn it. I like the idea of keeping the junker out of sight. You know, we're gonna land one over here. Just hope it doesn't go off the map. It'll probably mostly hit the shield, and it's not gonna be super effective for us in the long run. But we'll start doing some damage. We didn't really do any damage, so it destroyed cover. Essentially, it destroyed cover. I don't see any damage that got done. Okay. Carlos. Did he lose 10 armor on one? I'm more afraid of just having it go off the map, which is why I didn't do it to the side, because if I went to the side, odds are, with my luck, and it's happened a lot to us, it goes off the map and I get nothing. Now, we should have a reload. You're right about my last grenade, but we will reload at the beginning of next turn, because the grenades seem to be what I'm going to be using. And then I'll only be able to launch one, but it's something. So everybody except you two now. So I got to figure out how to move Ramex. So maybe I move Ramex here. Because we got to get in there. Now you don't really... Maybe I... Yeah, he's behind that tree, so I'm gonna have to go beside the tree. Let's just see what this shot looks like.
Already there.
I don't know that you can get through the armor. Yeah, you're not getting through much armor, and especially if you hit the shield. So I don't know how much this shot will do, but it's not gonna do much damage. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not used to the new UI on the grenade launcher, because it has the orange tight circle, the orange big circle, and then it has that other kind of area outside of that even. Potential blast area after the scatter. Is it something like that? So I'm not 100% sure how to read the scatter thing since it's been upgraded or changed by Snapshot. Yeah, I think it is. I think I just got to find a way to get in closer. It's not like you have much. See, with his full armor, I almost have to spend a turn to do that. And then we'll move you a little closer. And put up our shield. And we'll look at it closer next time I do a grenade, because I'm not 100% sure. We're out of ammo, but it takes a lot to reload. I could shoot something, but I can't seize anything, so we're just gonna stay put. Now we do have our own sniper here. And we need to find out. In fact, I'm going to get our own sniper here. We may not have line of sight coming up. But temporarily we have line of sight. I won't be able to overwatch. And it looks like we're done, other than Carlos. I can keep Carlos in the mist, maybe a little bit out of sight. Because here you have a shot, here you don't, so he'd have to move to get a shot on you. Now, I'm not sure if the arc on that thing will work from here, but we're going to check. Yeah, it's too short. See, we have an inner circle, an outer circle, and then a potential blast zone based on where it lands in that circle. That's my best reading of this circle. The inner circle is the scatter. I always thought the outer circle is the scatter. So it can scatter inside that blue area, right? It can scatter anywhere inside that blue area. And then the orange circle is the potential blast radius, depending on which side it scatters to. That's my best way to read this. Nah, he's kind of a low-level guy anyway. So I think that right now is a waste of a grenade. And I'm not going to be making him panic. There's only 4 of them, so we really aren't going to get to play the will game against these guys. If the leader was the next one I could take out, maybe. But right now, doing the ammo there to kill him is not going to make him panic anyway. It's not worth the bang. It's not bang for the buck in my book. I'm going to bring you here, Carlos. What is your vest? I think it's, whoops. I thought you had a vest on. It doesn't show the vest, or does it tell me here? Could have sworn Carlos had a vest on, but I guess there's no way to remind myself after the fact. Oh, I know where I gotta look. Right here. No, because that doesn't show the vest. So there's nothing that shows the vest. That's just a shame that it doesn't show. Now, it probably shows here, maybe. You have the explosive vest. That's the one I think you have. So it doesn't help if he throws the purification grenade, which he could. But if he does, we'll have to get you healed. Ah, you're able to chat over there now. How's he doing? Well, we don't know how they did. Oh, that was a lousy pistol shot. He's probably gonna die. You gonna throw? No, he shot. He was able to get a shot through the window. Something disabled is what it looked like. What'd we lose on the junker? I could have sworn I saw. Well, it's not that. What'd we lose? I could have sworn it said, oh, there it is. The side is disabled. So it's none of our weapons. We got to be very careful. He was able to shoot us through these windows. He's definitely got to be our next target coming up here. And I feel like I'm going to have to get aggressive with our sniper to maybe get a chance to reach him. Solvius was, I think, having some issues with his text. Or, I mean, his ability to chat over on Twitch, but he's got that resolved now. Okay, Ramex, I think I bring you here.
Dashing.
Yeah, so we'll have to move the junker. But what I'm going to do is reload. Because the only thing that's really been effective for it has been the grenade. But we don't want to stay there to use the grenade because we'll get hit with that dangerous weapon. Okay, so now I have you, Carlos. And I'm hoping from where you are, we can reach him. I'm a little worried about the tree. There we go. Let's try this. We need a couple of those to start wearing them down. Okay, we are wearing him down. Now, I don't know. I could Bloom Blast. Let me just see how far our regular grenades go.
Using.
Yeah, we're kind of at the limit. Even with Boom Blast gives us extra range, but I don't know if that range is good enough. How far do these go? Fairly far. Except I gotta do this so we don't hit the spire, the tree, I guess. And we got his legs. His mobility is down. And now I think I just get you closer. Now we got this guy here still bleeding. He's probably going to focus on this guy, so I think we're okay coming up here. To get closer to him. Why don't I hate to lose more of your will by jumping you into the mist. And you won't be able to move. Well, I can jump you inside and you'll pick back up will for everybody. So maybe that's the way to do it.
This might work.
Okay, we got everybody will, except you're going to lose some back. You're done. I think this is really all we can do. The positioning turn, although we did take out his legs. He's not going to be mobile. Oh, we had another one of those. Oh, that weapon comes with 4, by the way. I recall that. And that's not even the leader. Well, Anu helped us. Ah, the leader died. So that tells me this was the leader, and he died. I don't know why we're still seeing leaking acid, leaking fluids from a dead leader, but that was the leader, and he must be dead because he didn't do anything. So this isn't even the leader. We're down to the final 2. We are down to the final 2. So this guy probably has one more rocket, though. Yep. Yep. And hopefully you're going to take it. Let's keep ourselves out of line of sight of our direct rocket, if we can help it. Yeah, it's hard to get exactly to the side. We technically should get a little closer. Let's just see what this does. And we got him. I saw something turn red. So I don't know that he can shoot again with one arm. That's going to tempt him to throw his purification grenade, though. Well, he hasn't been injured yet. Maybe we can try for the arm now that we got the arm gone on the one guy. I don't know if I can see, I can't reach him yet. And right now we're all fairly well hidden. And I'm hoping he ends up doing the rocket like he did last time, right over here. Because then he's a melee guy. And I don't think we're in line of sight of the rocket. And guess what we took out? Both arms. So he has no shield. Therefore, he shouldn't be able to throw his grenade. So he's done. Now everybody else will be able to focus over here. Yeah, he has a fire grenade, and I didn't want him to throw it. So on our final grenade, we took out his arm, and now he can't throw the fire grenade at us. Fine with that. Carlos, unfortunately... Oh, we do have a reload for you. And can you reach Rocket Man?
What's up, Doc?
You cannot reach Rocket Man. I'm worried if I don't really want to bring you in range of Rocket Man. Tomsko, good to see ya. Yeah, the Russian tactic. Bombard, bombard, but well, you know, when you got these guys with so much armor, it's sometimes practically the only thing to do. What we want to see now, can we get line of sight on... Oh, yeah. It would potentially leave us open to getting rocketed. Okay, I went for the arm, we got the head. What can I say? And if I move you back here, you're potentially out of sight, and he'd have to move to see you, and you'll be crouching. Let's hope that's enough. Mr. Wagner. Alrighty. Carlos, you know, it's a trap. And you see this guy. No. Yeah. No. Well, Viper. That's the meathead. This is the guy we want to hit. It's very hard to see him. Let's just... It says I'm shooting at the arm. Let's just trust the game. That wasn't so effective. Well, let's definitely get down the shield. Let's see. He's right there. So let's do the shield. Like that. Alright. So our shot, we can't get over there to see this guy. Ooh, unless I come here.
Reposition. All I need is a clear shot.
Yeah, what are the odds we hit, huh? I'm thinking not so good.
Yes.
Guess what? He doesn't have any arms. He can't shoot his last rocket. Map may be cleared. Come over here and hide. I don't think anybody can fire, but get ready for return fire. And who else we got left? You. Ooh, Ramex. Well, you know Ramex. the way they all can't move, it's going to take them forever to get off the map, eh? But let's not waste ammo. We're just gonna we're gonna wait it out because we don't have the resources to waste right now. It's boring, but it is what it is. Here we go. Yeah, let him waste his ammo. He's just nailing them better than anybody of ours. Oh my god. He's nailing them with pistols too. I say, let's go pick him up and get him on our side. Because then he'll start missing. And this guy's not moving worth a darn. He might have even been panicked for a second there. I don't know. Let's just see if we can finish him off. I don't want to wait. One shot? We can do it. All right, we got the level up on Aramex. Very good. So that was light as far as pure are concerned. You never want to see late game excessive or heavy or whatever they call it, superior pure presence. And we picked up some nice goodies here, so we'll take them. And we get a little bit of a payoff. Big question is, how much did we spend with all those grenades? A third of it. So we're still gaining. Kinda. Okay, so we still have this. Everybody is in one piece. Let's give Ramex his promotion. Probably not cross-classing you, but I will give you quarterback just for the extra speed it gives you as an assault. Not like we're throwing a lot of grenades, but hey, when we get up to ready for action, you could, but right now, no. I'll give you a little will. So there's our promotion. So this team, I believe, let me see now, what are we doing here? So we better repair this. What are we not, because we don't have a satellite uplink up there right now. Let's repair that. And then let's see where our ships are. We got this one almost back to the base. We got this one flying back because we got some people with 0 stamina that we need to get repaired. But the only thing left over here is a question mark. The other ship over here then that just had a mission, they're serviceable. I think what I do is I come here to get the vehicle repaired, and then we fly down for the remaining question marks on the map to try and get some more resources. And then we push for a final mission. Yeah, we're not going to get it to any of these in time. I guess we could try to fly here just to get more resources along the way. Except my vehicle is a little weak. We shouldn't be fighting. Let's play it safe. It's late game. It gets damaged easy, as we can see with the weapons. And we have some stamina to recover here. We'll wait till the other ship gets there. Okay, now the other ship has some stamina to repair. We're good. We can get going with this team. There's my lone remaining technician, by the way, Captain Timoza. Was it you who was talking about? Yeah, we're we're allied with New Jericho, and they only have one technician remaining. He's not even with the vehicle to keep it repaired. Funny. So we can send this team, since it's technically okay, or in one piece. We're going to do the final exploration over here.
Haven destroyed.
So the Haven defense ratings are now higher. Not again. Rewards from Haven defense missions are lower, so they're not so lucrative anymore. Our human perception is back to normal. That's why we weren't able to overwatch in the daytime very well on that last mission, because it was daytime. It wasn't the mist. It was because of this void omen I forgot about. Oh no. Which one? Which one? Phoenix Foxtrot. Which one is that? Oh. Has research, but I don't have... I have no reason to go there right now. I could lose the research. There's no reason to go here and fight this battle. We're going to lose a base. Oh well, there's not much in it. Power and a research lab. That's all I built it for. So the research lab is not needed anymore. So this is our first base assault. We just don't even want to go there. Let them have it. How about that? Let them have it. Sounds kind of horrible. Now, what I also have to do is see what this ship is looking like. Okay, give it a little more time. Oh, we also have what's his face here. Let's heal him for a measly 25 mutagens. We'll let him get a little more stamina. In fact, we'll check the stamina when he gets to the base here.
Research complete.
Advanced viral weapons? What the hey? There's nothing else for us to research right now, yet. Incident? We're not supposed to have incidents, by the way. That's part 3. So this is not supposed to be active for us right now because we started late, but let's go find out where it is. Let's see if we can find it. Incidents are part of the new beta that we haven't officially started yet, but the newest DLL is active, so somehow we got an incident on the map and I don't see it. Usually it'll tell me where it is over here, so maybe it's just this is it. Let's go see. I'll tell you what, we're gonna go here and look at it. So you can, maybe you'll see what an incident looks like, even though we're technically not supposed to be playing with it or experiencing it. Because what happens is there will be assignments and we'll have ways to assign people that we could get. We're going to have affinities. We'll take a sneak peek at it, but we're not really going to delve into it because that's for the next playthrough to learn about the third part of the aircraft beta rework that wasn't available when we first started this series. But we might as well take a look at it while it popped up accidentally. I'll let Volan know that, you know, it popped up and we shouldn't have seen it, but we'll take a look at it. Everybody else will get moving. The Manticore, we're gonna let them heal up here. The ship that's right here, guess what? Let's go to the incident and you can see what it looks like. Initiate incident resolution. So let's take a look at the incident. This is how the incidents will work. But they're not fully working because I don't see the icons. So this just snuck through, and what can I say? It's not going to be the full effect of what it is, but this is how they read. Synedrian has denounced that the New Jericho Internal Security Bureau in Fort Rand has detained several individuals without due process, allegedly for nothing more than sympathizing with Synedrian's political ideas. The ISB chief rejects the accusation, claiming the detainees form part of a terrorist cell plotting to assassinate the Haven's leader. The leader, caught between Synedrian's outrage and the ISB's certainty, has invited the Phoenix Project to verify the evidence before the situation escalates into an interfaction incident. So we can pick up psychosociology affinities, which give us perks, or the psychosociology thing, or compute or machinery perks. And the perks we aren't going to see because we'd be able to hover over them right now when it's working properly and we started playing with it. Yeah, it helps you get certain perks. If you decide to focus on certain areas, they give you new perks. It's just kind of new perks that you get to earn. And there's like, I forget, four levels maybe? I've never gotten to the end, so I don't know. And right now I've lost my multi-chat, so just so you know, if I'm missing chat just recently, I'm reading it here. It's not on my multi-chat because it says you currently do not have a public live stream. It disconnected. So let's face it, there's issues everywhere, not just on my end, because my internet settled down. So then you'd pick one of these and you would get either the psychosociology affinity, or the compute affinity, or the machinery affinity, each getting their own pair of perks that you get to choose in there. Or you can just best not to get involved in anything and end it. And since we can't do anything, and then you'd pick up some workers. Oh, I just got a big old notice. There's a major outage. I don't know who has it, but apparently it is my multi-chat that's having the major outage right now. So be aware. Sorry, everybody. So this is how we pick up potentially extra soldiers, extra workers to work in research, extra workers to work in manufacturing, extra workers to open new bases. That's kind of how this part of the new phase of the thing will work. So we have to man our research, we have to man our machinery with workers. We have to send workers out to the new bases to open them up, and then, you know, that kind of stuff. So that's what this does. So you get a little peek at it. We're not gonna push forward on it. Yeah, it's like they call us in to kind of referee, you know, be the hopefully impartial judge, and you get rewards from doing that. So recover, erase data on the subject, assess the political atmosphere in the Haven, yada, yada, yada. Or you can just choose not to do it, which seems weird. But when you do it, you'll notice there's a timer to get it done. I think it seemed excessive, but it said 5 days on this one. I think maybe it is. I don't think it's 5 days normally, but we're going to end it and not do it because it's not working right now anyway. But it gives you a sneak peek at what we'll be using and doing in our next run through this game. Yeah, and right here it's I can't see the timer exactly. I think it's 5 days, 0 hours to get that particular one. time frame seems long, but then again, we don't have the full working effect of this part of it. It just kind of snuck through. I'll let Volan know, but it's not a big deal. So there you go, everybody. You just saw something new, or a sneak peek at what we will be doing. So I apologize if I'm missing a lot of chat. I see Sectoid, yeah, chat's not working for you in Twitch. I see it over here. None of the multi-chat is working right now, so I have to look back and forth at your chat. So as bad as I am when it's in front of me, it's going to be even worse if I got to look down on my monitoring devices right now. So, sorry about. How do I know? Because I don't have the assignments pop up. It looks totally different than this. There are no recruits in here anymore. It's actually where you can assign those people you gain from this event. So I know it's not all working, and it only works when you start a playthrough with it. So that's why I think he's going to be surprised that we even got an incident to pop up, but it happens. So that's why I know, even if we get anything from it, nothing's going to happen. Plus, we're not getting all the icons on the incident that are normally there that allow you to choose the perks you would gain. So it's really, it's not the full thing. So that's why I'm not going to waste my time on it in case it ends up breaking something else. we're just not going to do it. You know, we're so far along. I don't want the game, you know, I'd hate to have the game crash because it's not quite working right. So we're back at our base. We'll get healed up.
Word has reached me that the disciples of Anu have begun training missionaries in an effort to convert more people before the liturgy of the divine flesh. While New Jericho supports religious freedom, we hold that religion is a private matter. When religion becomes a tool of the state, dogma becomes a weapon, and grasping for the minds of our people becomes an act of war.
Well, you know, I don't really need to worry now that we've gotten to 100% with him. I don't have to care about what he thinks. Maybe I just keep the other guys from... This will probably help me with Synedrian more, but I'm just not going to do what he wants me to do, because why ruin my rep with them any more than it has to be?
I understand the urge to look for easy answers, whether they're in politics or religion, but that is an approach we can no longer afford. Instead, we must employ reason to understand the nature of the threat we face and act accordingly.
Okay, we're down to 72.
John
That really
Stuart
doesn't matter.
Mill wrote, "Bad men need nothing more to compass their ends than that good men should look on and do nothing." New Jericho will no longer stand by and allow the disciples of Anu to mislead people in the name of their rotten superstition. As of this moment, we are at war.
Yeah, very dramatic. And just to reiterate, I know it won't work, Nightmare, because all the icons that needed to be showing on that one incident screen weren't there. There should be extra windows available there so we can make picks and choices, and you can see to help you decide which of the affinities you want to go for. So we'd be choosing blind, so it wasn't all 100% there. So we'll get the full effect when we start with that particular beta. But yeah, very dramatic. We're almost healed there. We're not far from getting down here. And are we? I wanna get here and get our ship repaired. Our chaos buggy.
What's up, Doc?
Hey Pepper, how you doing? Yeah, I don't need to go to war with any of them. I already got the 100% with New Jericho, so we're locked into his ending, which is the way we're gonna go. So I figured why piss these guys off anymore? Except we're already fighting with they're at war with each other, but they aren't at war with us. Let's put it that way. Right? So we'll let a little time go by here. We'll repair maintenance on our ship. We'll get the Chaos Buggy back to 100%. Then we'll move on here. Let's just do that.
Sanhedrin Haven is under attack.
Okay, Sanhedrin Haven under attack. Let's just see where it is. Scylla. I don't know that this is a Scylla team. Maybe it is. Landon Avery, Stormaris. Now we got reduced rewards also, so it's not going to be worth our effort for the amount of stuff I'd have to do to get a Scylla, to defeat a Scylla and rockets and all that. We won't make money back. The money losing proposition, I think. Broke a tooth on bread. That is one, you know, was it old bread, week old bread that got hard? Pepper. Don't be breaking your bread unless it had a really tough crust and you gnawed on it to break it that way. Okay, so yeah, we'll just wait for that to get fixed. I want the Chaos Buggy.
Is under attack.
Now, New Jericho, maybe we could help, depending on what it looks like. Well, guess what? That looks doable, and we'll get a reward. Pandorans aren't that strong here, so let's help them out. Daytime low. So we'll come back to that. Let me just look and see what we're looking at over here. Yeah. So I'll tell you what, since we've had a couple little things happening, I'm probably gonna call it here because I don't have time to do another mission, unfortunately, all the way through, I don't think. I'll tell you what. Is anybody up for running overtime? Just a little bit. Y'all need to let me know. You know, I'm not feeling it though, because I can't follow your chat anything that's worth anything on my end. You're ready, Gleaser, but it's really awkward for me to try following chat. Yeah, the modem is settled down. There's the internet, and it's more than just the modem. I did reboot my modem at the beginning, thinking that was just it, but I think there was more to it than that, because things started acting up. It had to be beyond my modem, where there were also some issues, because it came back even after the reboot briefly. So I think I will make the call to call it here, just because we have had issues. As much as I could do another one, but I'm gonna play it safe. I don't have my multi-chat, so it's hard for me to keep up with what y'all are saying. I'm missing way more comments than normal. Yeah, yes, the weekend. So that's where we're at, my friends. That's where we're at. And I do have the new schedule picked up, and it's normal one. So we'll come back on Monday for Long War, and then Terror from the Void, Long War, Terror from the Void. You know the pattern. And move on from there. So we did make progress today. We did survive. Nobody died today, but then nobody should have on this particular mission. We did make resources, so we're able to build things and hopefully be fully armed when we go into this mission, which as soon as we get down to the last of the explorations and do this quick little mission, we will know those are the resources we have to work with, and we'll live or die with those. So that's kind of the plan, my friends. And then yeah, I'm getting all sorts of weird multi-chat messages, and it's still not working right now. So I'm gonna move on. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me and getting over those early troubles that we had, and sticking with us through thick and thin, and then joining me on this broadcast. I appreciate it. As always, this is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And for those on Twitch, hang out. We're going to find somebody to raid, as we usually do. And everybody on YouTube, you have a great weekend. Ciao.